Hey everybody, we're back here with Retro Bowl. I said it right this time. Nevertheless, I don't feel like I did the best job last time, so I have enlisted the free help of a local Reverend here. So without further ado, Reverend. Why, thank you very much. I'm here to witness the game. Looks like it's Dallas and Cincinnati. They can't decide what uniform they want to wear, what laundry they want to represent, but I think they figured it out. We're going to be watching this abomination of a sport. Sweaty men grabbing at each other, hugging each other down. I can't believe this is allowed, but here we are. Cincinnati is throwing the ball, and men ain't doing much. And it looks like they're marching down the field. We can't see it, but I assure you it is a battle out there. And they scored. Dallas is going to have to start in the hole, and here he goes. He's a running up. He's got to avoid the huggers. He doesn't want to be hugged to the ground, but they get him. This poor man being crushed under the weight of these muscly gentlemen. Oh, wow. I don't know how I'm going to endure this and how they do. We're watching it again. The hugger's going, and he's down. We got another play coming. Oh, Lord, give me the strength to endure this battle before my eyes. I may need to distract myself after that big catch. Look at him run. Can he avoid him? They get him, that poor, poor man. I wish I could take his place. I need a distraction. I'm going to tell you a story about how I talked to God instead of watching this game. I called up God, and the phone rang, and it was answered, but not by God. It was answered by his only begotten secretary, Jesus Christ. And I said, Jesus, I really need to speak to the Lord. Something is pressing on my heart. I've been watching the Bravo network, and it's still on in the background. I need strength. And Jesus says, I understand, but God is so busy. There's so much going on in the world, so many wars, so many balls in the air. And I said, I know, but I need him. Please let me see him. Jesus says, no, but I'll tell you what, I'll go check. Can I put you on a hold? And I said, yes, but how long? When will you be back? And he says, soon, and puts me on hold. And I'm hearing the hymns and shaking in my boots, shaking in fear, because I know what soon means to an infinite being that's been around forever. It may come soon to him, but never for me. But I wait for what seems like forever. And after 63 years, he gets back to me and says, well, he went home. And I said, what? Why? He says, it's the seventh day. He's got to rest. That's when he rests. And I said, oh, that's what I get for calling at the end of his work week. Well, can I have his direct number? And Jesus says, no. And I said, no, why not? And he says, because no one gets to the Father except through me. I couldn't argue with that. It's in the Bible. And let that be a lesson to everybody listening. Be nice to the secretary, or else you won't get to talk to the big man. Be nice to everyone on your way up the ladder. You need to save the little people. You encounter a slug in heaven, it's gonna be the most celestial, heavenly, amazing slug. Give it compliments. Pat it on the head. Tell him it's a good boy. Because you don't know who that is. It could be anyone. It's in heaven. We don't know anything about heaven. And I think, oh, I'm still need to be distracted from these sweaty men. I gotta bring this back to Jesus. But let's see what he does. It looks like he's throwing it. And that's a diving catch. No touchdown, but what a show of athleticism. Stretching his body like that and catching the ball. But no time to celebrate. We gotta try again. Oh, he does a cute little button hook and he's in for the touchdown. Now that's an incredible play. Look at it again, and just goodbye. Where are you looking at? That defender looking over there like it was someone else's fault? Nah, man, that's your fault. It's time to kick the ball. We're going to punish it with his foot. That's what it gets. It's up and it's good. Chin is a good kicker. He's a good man. I hope he's a man of God. All right, everybody, we got a special treat for you for this very special Retro Bowl game. We have a halftime show by Vanessa Carlton, the great Vanessa Carlton. Now, she's doing this for free, so you won't hear her singing or playing very well, or even playing very long. And mostly because she wants to eat a chalupa while doing it. But she's here and we will welcome her. Everybody, here she is. Well, wasn't that great? Thank you, Vanessa Carlton. We hope to see you for the next Retro Bowl next year. Alright, everybody, I'm back. The producers took me outside into the woodshed and beat some sense into me. They said I have to talk about the actual game instead of just personal stories or sermons about Jesus and God, and they said misguided a lot. I don't know. But I'm gonna try my best. But I don't know if I can keep watching this abomination without thinking about the Lord and Jesus Christ and all the little friends in heaven. Even that slug I mentioned. They're all good in my eyes. But here we are at the game. The field is green. The men are large and hulking. And the ball is in the air. He splits those defenders like it's the last bill on his way to the casino. He gets the last offender, too. He's now ready to take a touchdown, and he did. I can't believe the power and strength of these men out there on the field. Look, he's faster. He jukes, and then he scores. And scores again. Let's see if the kicker can live up to the promise that the other players have done. He's a little smaller, a little twinkier, but he's still a valid part of the team. And I value him just as much, just like God does. Yeah, that was the last time. Probably, I don't know. It's a compulsion. He's running down the field, dodging the huggers and the grabbers once again. They wrestle him to the ground. We're gonna have to try again. Just like always, that's a lesson of life. You get tackled, you get up and you run at that man again and see if you can get past him. If you can, then you're a real man of God. 'Cause he puts armor on you. Big armor. Armor that can withstand any tackle, any spiritual attack from any angle. It doesn't matter where it comes from. From the church, from the school, from the drag shows that you accidentally walked into. That's where God is. He's everywhere. What was I talking about? We're talking about football. I'm sorry again, okay? They're just standing there for the longest time anyways. What do you want me to do? How does Tony Romo do this? And Joe Buck and all those other men on the TV. Do they wear makeup? There's no way men look that good naturally. Not where I'm from. That's for sure. He finally gets off here and he's gonna throw the ball. It's pretty obvious. He doesn't get far, but it doesn't matter. They're still tied, but they got the control of the game. You don't have to win by a lot, just by a little. By 10%, just like the amount that this station should be paying me, since I am a reverend. 10% of the total sales of whatever they make. That's what I'm entitled to. That's what the Lord is entitled to. I mean, the Lord. And he's kicking the ball. That skinny guy again. He's good. It's Cincinnati's time, and they're really taking it to us. We're going blow for blow. But I think Dallas is coming on top here. They're always coming on top. They're the top guys. That's how I like them. I don't like the bottom guys. I want the winners. The winners. Those are the ones I want in my flock. If they want to be shepherded, I want to be the shepherd. And I sometimes want to be the little sheep too. I'm flexible. Just like this incredible man running down the field. But he's slowing down. He can't do it. He's the little engine that couldn't quite. But that's okay. We're winning. You're taking your time. But you're falling short. You just need to get on your knees and pray to the Lord, and He'll help you get that touchdown. As long as your prayers are stronger than the other teams. If you pray better, you can't lose. So pray to your heart's content. And let's see how lordy they were at halftime. Because they are in the lead again. They are firmly in control. Even the kicker is just phoning it in at this point. I think he kicked that one with his left foot. Who cares? The game is over. I can't believe Dallas was just so dominant, so domineering, so amazing. They towered over the other team like they weren't even significant. Helped mostly by the quarterback and his muscly arm, and a little bit by the running back with his powerful thighs. They crushed the other team. They are the best in the league, and you can see it by that. Look at that, 369 net points. Can you believe how terrible the rest of the league is? Bandy here. How did he get the best one? Because he was the biggest man of God. He prayed the best. Look at him. It's obvious. He looks like a prayer. All those medals and that smiling face in the top right corner. He is the picture perfect Christian. There's never been a better team. Look at the game. The running back ran his back all the way. Even the defense did his job. An interception by Bandy. That's why he was cheered by the fans in the previous part. He deserved it more than anybody else. Even Chen, look at him. Not a single field goal, but he also didn't miss the extra points. He's a real winner in my book, too. They all are. The other team's just a bunch of godless losers. We don't want godless losers in this place. We only want the winners that are on the screen now. Look at the head coach. These guys are all good, except the fans don't think they're all the amazing people that we do. You haven't lost a game in 7 seasons. How can you possibly think all these players aren't incredible? They are the best players you've ever seen. Admit it. Admit it. Think of another fan base. They don't get to see this kind of elite winning. They just get nothing, the crumbs that you left over. It's like, I don't know. I don't understand people. Neither does Kaliki Thielen. But he's still the best in the world at throwing that ball. Alright, well, as previously mentioned, I do require payment of 10%. If you cannot promise that, then I don't know what I can do in recourse. But I really expect that payment. If I get it, I'll be back next week. If not, then, well, I'll be preaching my sermon instead. I got an associate producer up there right now. I mean preacher, I don't know. But he's up there telling the good word to my flock. I hope he fails, because I don't want them to like him more than me. Can you imagine how terrible that would be? It will be the worst. But we hope to see you next week. Have a great week, everybody.